What movie will you always recommend to people? Stand By Me. I never had friends like the ones I did when I was 12. Jesus, does anybody? Suck my fat one, you cheap dime store hood. Howl's Moving Castle. I always recommend almost every Miyazaki/Studio Ghibli movies, but this one is my favorite. Young Frankenstein. Literally anything with Gene Wilder in it would have made my list, but Young Frankenstein is for sure his best work. At least, it's my favorite. What hump? The Truman Show. Truman, I want to be an explorer. Teacher, oh, you're too late. There's nothing left to explore. It's such a well-crafted movie, just so many little details to catch on re-watches. Like how he's told people are very sick when they need some vacation time. Or how his doctor has him taking vitamin D, because no sunlight in the dome. My favorite is when the light falls from the sky, it says Sirius on it. Because that is the light they use to simulate that specific star in the night sky. Galaxy Quest. Coming to America. The royal penis is clean, Your Highness. Fuck you too. The Thing. Heathers, you start off thinking it's a shitty teenage rom-com about typical high school problems, and then 30 minutes in you realize you were terribly wrong and people are now getting killed. Dear Diary, my teen angst bullshit now has a body count. The number of times I have said fuck me gently with a chainsaw and no one knew WTF I was talking about, pure embarrassment. The Princess Bride. Why do you wear a mask? Were you burned by acid, or something like that? Oh no. It's just they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future, thoughtful face. The Fire Swamp. We'll never survive. Nonsense, you only say that because no one ever has. Inconceivable. The Matrix. Hands down my favorite movie, something I always tell people to watch. My Cousin Vinny. A stone-cold classic, and Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei's chemistry is brilliant. That was my dad's favorite movie and he would watch it every time he could. For his last birthday before he passed, I bought it for him on DVD, and now every year on his birthday I watch it and just laugh and cry thinking about the times we had when I was young. It's such a good movie. How can you be so sure? What's a ute? Goodfellas. Every fucking scene is flawless. It's the master at his best. Wall-E. Airplane. I have a drinking problem. Said every time I spill water over side of my face. This woman has to be gotten to the hospital. Hospital? What is it? It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now. Emperor's New Groove. Easily the best movie Disney has ever produced, not to mention the spectacular jokes. Every character is amazing and I will recommend this movie until the day I die. Edit, turns out the movie is from Disney and not Pixar, sorry about that. That movie is quotable as hell. Cusco, let me guess. Sharp rocks at the bottom? Pasha, most likely. Cusco, bring it on. Booyah ha 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 ha. The Iron Giant. Superman. I will never forget this movie because of how important it was to my siblings and me one particular day. Dad hated going grocery shopping. He often stated I'd rather peel off my skin. It was an act of sacrifice and teamwork to say you would go with him because of the way he worked us like it was a contest. Despite the usual apprehension, that day all three of us went with him. Instead of going grocery shopping, he took us all straight to the Iron Giant in theaters. We were gobsmacked. After, we sat on the tailgate together eating drumstick ice cream cones. The best trickery and the best day with Dad. Office Space. I enjoyed the silly humor and over-the-top soundtrack as a kid. Now I work in a sea of cubicles for a faceless corporation and can relate on every level. Aside from the operating system you briefly see on computer screens, it's incredible how relevant everything about that type of job still is more than 20 years later. So I was sitting in my cubicle today, and I realized, ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it. So that means that every single day that you see me, that's on the worst day of my life. I have 8 bosses, Bob. Spirited Away. This. I wish I could purge it from my memory so I could experience the first time watching this awesome movie once more. Most Miyazaki movies. Another I would for sure say is Howl's Moving Castle. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.